It is Rachel and John, your Jagoff late night back at 5 Foster Plaza, where the Duck is this week, by the way.
That was pretty cool to drive up and see, yes.
But we were, the Duck's not going to be here every weekend, but we appreciate that you come here every Friday from 4 to 5. This is when we record this video and audio, and we have food, we have drinks, and you get to meet a whole bunch of people. Except for next Friday. Right? Next Friday.
We do this every time.
We will be at the Strip District in front of Love Pittsburgh, kind of hanging out in
There's
the middle of the
some event
draft
happening
traffic.
next week.
Every other Friday, you can go to yourjagoff.com and find our calendar to tell you where we are.
We would be remiss if we did not tell you about our blogs that John still writes. I have been so lazy over the last couple of months, but John, thank you, because you always make sure that we share the fact that Pittsburgher dropped this week every other Tuesday. Pittsburgher is our collaboration with Pittsburgh Magazine, and we do a 5-women panel podcast, and we featured Terina Hicks. So she's an amazing guest, and we got to chat with her and her journey.
The peach cobbler. All right. Oh. And, of course, don't forget, May 16th is the Strawberry Jello Pretzel Salad Standoff at the Block Northway, where we have 14 at this point, I think, purveyors, all teamed up with a nonprofit organization, and they will be giving their version of whatever they think Strawberry Jello Pretzel Salad should be. Some might even be a cocktail, by the way. And tickets are $10, and all of it goes to the nonprofits.
We started something called, is this a Jag Brag, a Jag Tag, or are you a straight up Jagoff? This week, we are shouting something out. It is a Jag Brag. Oh my gosh, if you were there today, we actually went to the grand opening of Arts Landing. Get there as quickly as you can. It was truly surreal and amazing to see. It checks every box. If you want to go with a family, if you want to go for a date, if you want to go just to kind of enjoy the sunshine, there's going to be live music. It's just absolutely amazing.
And in total Pittsburgh directions, it's where the old Goodyear used to be.
Used to be.
Yes.
It's now a used to be. Right. So there you go. I will tell you what I am most excited about. This whole podcast is exciting. So I can't say, like, it doesn't go from a crescendo to... It's just amazing through and through. And it starts with somebody who we have been in contact with for 9-10 years.
Seen pictures all over the internet.
But never met, ever.
Right.
This is such a Yinzer thing. We've never met the one and only Herky Pollock. You've heard of him. We've actually had your restaurants on. We've had Pom Pom. We've had Ritual House. And never you. And now we have you with the amazement of dun dun dun. Sugarbird. I know.
Yeah, right.
It's my pleasure to be here, so thank you.
Thank you. The pleasure's all ours. And we're looking at this mound of amazement that we've heard so much about. You heard the gasps from all the folks who are with us tonight. Everybody is talking about this since you opened, April 2nd?
April 2nd, yeah, absolutely, yeah.
Sugarbird over there in the North Shore, we were watching it from our office and our walks. We're like, what are they putting up there? We were nebbing. We're like, what the heck? And then we went over there and saw that there was a concert the one day. We're like, this is amazing. Then cousin Lisa, Rachel, her cousin, who everybody calls cousin Lisa, she said, you got to get the basket with fries, chicken, and a donut. And I'm like, what? And now I get to see it right here. So first of all, thank you for being here.
It's my pleasure to be here, and thank you for having me. It's really fun.
Hopefully you like to talk, because we're about to eat this, and when we're eating, we don't want to be talking while we're eating, so feel free to tell us how this all developed. And really, part of it is, why do you love Pittsburgh so much?
I am hugely passionate about Pittsburgh, and there's 3 things in my life that I love, and it starts with my family and my lovely wife and 2 daughters and son-in-law, and soon to be a grandfather for the first time in June. So it's kind of changed my whole perspective on life and legacy and all the things. And so I love my family. I love my career because it enables me to change Pittsburgh and evoke change around Pittsburgh. And I really love Pittsburgh. And when you think about the things in your lives that you truly love, it's a very short list, and to have those 3, they're the center of my whole universe, all of it. So they all weave together. So I was there today with you at the Arts Landing, and
amazing,
Kendra and the Cultural Trust did an amazing thing, and we live above it on top of Kappa, so I'm getting teary-eyed.
I know.
We've heard it every morning at 6 a.m. waking us up, and to see that come to fruition is something that's really incredible for Pittsburgh, really incredible.
And why is it it's like Pittsburgh's hitting this new curve of really being a foodie town. You know, we always were known as sports and things like that, but you've really kind of helped push that curve a little bit. And this is so unique. Is this something that's happening around the country and it's a trend? You're like, just jump on the trend, or are you creating the trend?
We actually, I'll tell you the genesis of this whole entire menu. So when the Pirates, led by Travis Williams, came to me and said, hey, we're buying this plaza in front of PNC Park, and we have the first floor of this apartment building next door. We're going to open up this restaurant, and we're going to do some entertainment in the plaza. I said, well, that's great. I said, what are you going to do? He goes, we're going to just a pirate sports bar. I said, well, that's fantastic. After the third year, call me because that's about how long it's going to last. And I'll take it over when you're done, and I'll make it something else. And he laughed. He goes, are you serious? I said, Travis, there's no longevity for team sports bars. So I said, if you want me to help you, I'd be glad to help you and do it with you. Sure enough, 10 days later, this is 4 or 5 years ago, he called me and said, if you're serious about being part of this, let's partner and do this. So the first 2 phases are open now, and it's the plaza at North Shore, where we have this 40-foot LED screen and a stage of 44 by 33, and we're going to have 3 amazing concerts for the draft. We have Nelly on the first night, and then we have Steve Aoki the next, and then we're following up with 2 Chainz the last night. And then we have this opportunity to build this great freestanding restaurant on the North Shore, and they said, what do you want to put there? And I said, I have all my favorite food groups. They said, what do you mean?
I mean,
all your favorite food groups. So it's my favorite food groups. It's all the things I love. It's chicken sandwiches, soft serve ice cream, donuts, and a full bar. So I really need nothing else but to go to Sugarbird every day and enjoy all my favorite food groups. And I was thought about, what do people love? They love Cane's and Chick-fil-A. They love going to Page's on the south side and soft serve ice cream. They love to have a bar, certainly. And I just kind of made it into one morphed concept, and that's Sugarbird. And the sugar is the sweet, and the bird's the chicken. So.
Herky, you heard us do the Jag Brag, Jag Tag. You were that a couple weeks ago, because our office is in the North Shore, so we were able to kind of go out and mingle with everybody who was at the opening day, and it was amazing to see. We said, the fact that there's going to be live music right there in the North Shore, this is what I've been waiting for, thank you, was just absolutely amazement for us.
It's fun. Sorry.
No, you go.
It's fun because we own other restaurants, and people are very serious, as are we, about hospitality and food. And what we've learned is that people are just so happy to be there. They're just so happy to have any food. If we run out of a beer, we don't care. Give us anything cold. If our chicken finger is not perfect, no one really cares. It's like taking a vacation on the North Shore and enjoying it with your family. And we see people, the little kids playing cornhole and playing basketball games and watching TV, and we see the grandparents and families, and it's a Pittsburgh thing. It's a great place to meet up before or after a game and all the good things.
And again, going back to our reference, Cousin Lisa, she said, and it's really, really well priced. I mean, that's the part. It's not. It's you mentioned family. This is family pricing.
It's very approachable. The idea is that you can come down there. You can get 3 chicken fingers for $9, which to me is a steal. The combo, which is 3 chicken fingers, French fries, and a donut, is $12.50. We want it to be fun and family friendly and approachable and affordable, and for Pittsburgh. And
walkable from my office. Thank you.
And walkable from your office. Walkable from our place. We live downtown.
Yeah.
I'm at the age now where it's about legacy, as I mentioned. So I want to leave, and my wife Lisa and I want to leave things behind that Pittsburgh can enjoy for decades to come, and this is one of those things.
Oh,
we're talking to Herky Pollock from, Sugarbird right now and all over Pittsburgh. But, all right, Herky, so as we're sitting here, everybody's watching us eat, which is super cool because they all kind of hold up.
I don't, guys. This is so amazing.
But it is absolutely amazing. What's your favorite thing on the menu? No, wait. First thing I want to tell you how cool it was that we walked around and the fences were up the whole time. We're like, what's behind the fence? And when we saw what was behind the fence, we were just like, that is crazy.
In awe.
Like you hit it all, and it was super exciting. But
thank you.
So what's the one thing on the menu are you saying all of it?
Can't pass up.
It's all fantastic. I don't like spice, but I love our Nashville hot sandwich. I love our Nashville hot dipping sauce. We have like 7 different sauces you can dip the chicken fingers in. Everything's made from scratch. Nothing is frozen. Our chicken fingers are freshly brined, freshly seasoned, freshly marinated, and it takes 3 days to do it, and I think they're the best I've ever had. Our French fries are incredible as well. Our sauces are all homemade and handmade, and then I grew up loving soft serve ice cream. And I'm incapable of driving past a Dairy Queen on the highway. If I drive past, if I drive past one, I stop. If I'm on a long trip from here to Ohio, I can stop at 3 consecutive exits because it's part of my DNA to have Dairy Queen. So we had to have the absolute best soft serve ice cream. It's 10% milk fat. It's chocolate. It's vanilla. It's swirled, and you can make it into like 50 different flavors if you want with different toppings. And then we throw donuts inside.
I'm just gonna say you missed it. There's donut chunks.
It's not gonna help my. It's not gonna help my bathing suit season, but it's certainly gonna be good for the people of Pittsburgh to eat.
Oh,
it is so awesome that you joined us and brought all this. Thank you so much. We're encouraging everybody to go to Sugarbird. Maybe you wait until the draft is over. Let all the other people try it.
Well,
out,
actually, don't. Actually, don't, because tomorrow it's a busy weekend. Tonight is bobblehead night for the Pirates.
Okay.
Tomorrow's firework night for the Pirates, and then we're going to have a band, and then we're going to show the Penguin game live on the big screen TV. So it's a fantastic time.
Are you kidding me?
So it's a time for all of us Yinzers to get out and enjoy
We're
Pittsburgh
gonna be regulars.
and its true glory.
Herky, amazing. Where does everybody just kind of follow you? I guess I see you on LinkedIn, Sugarbird. Follow all the rest.
I'm just having fun. So follow me, follow us, tag me. I'll all of our restaurants, the Plaza at North Shore, Sugarbird, Ritual House, Pom Pom, Burgatory, Shorty's, they're all part of our family, the Legacy Hospitality family. So we love being part of Pittsburgh.
And a big thank you for what you do for our city, because we cannot let you go without saying that. You are always a champion. In fact, saw someone today, said that you were going to be on, and she said, ask him if he always speaks in all caps, because you are so energetic, and anytime I see something you post, it is so true. You are all in.
I spoke last week. I posted last week in all caps because I saw there was a lot of negativity about the draft. And when you mention the draft, people are like, I'm avoiding the draft. There's too much traffic. There's no parking lots. It's hard to get there. And to me, it's a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity.
Right.
It's an opportunity to show off Pittsburgh. We're on the global stage. We're going to have millions of people watching us from all over the world. We got to throw the best draft ever. So when people leave, they say Pittsburgh's a really cool town. Yeah. So all caps, shout from the rooftops. We need to show Pittsburgh the way Pittsburgh throws a party, and we're going to throw a draft next week, and hopefully we're all there to enjoy it.
Well said, Herky Pollock. You're amazing. All right, so we're going to step out here because we have our guy from the Trib Live. Rob Owen is going to tell you all about the scoop and like who wore what on the news and why isn't Barry Pintar on the news. It's all there. You're John and Rachel, you Jagoff Late Night.
You're tuned into TV Talk at triblive.com. I'm Rob Owen. For this week's TV columns, I talked to the showrunner of The Pit about the end of the second season and where the writers are in plotting season 3. I also reported on the new general manager at Pittsburgh's Sinclair-owned duopoly, TV stations WPGH and WPNT. And in TV Q&A, there's a question about why the official weather measurements for Pittsburgh are taken at Pittsburgh International Airport rather than at the confluence of Pittsburgh's three rivers. Stay tuned in with TV Talk at triblive.com and in the pages of the Tribune Review.
Oh, lots of age jokes going on here. It's John and Rachel, you Jagoff Late Night. We're really excited because these are guests who we have promised for 5 years that we would have you on. We did a radio gig, but we never had you on the podcast to talk long form about the amazement. And I love the fact that your whole organization has been growing and growing and growing. So we are welcoming Chris and Chloe from the Pittsburgh Gaelic Athletic Association. It didn't used to be that, right? It started with like a team. Right. And now there's multiples of you. So you're an entire organization. Tell us about that.
Yeah, I mean, I think it started all with one team, the Celtics, the Roger Casemans, and it kind of grew into something bigger, and it's a giant organization, at least in Pittsburgh at this point. We have a women's team, we have a men's team, we have a whole youth program, we have a board. It's a lot more than what, it started off before we got involved. Certainly.
So we have to describe for anybody who lives under a rock and hasn't heard our radio show, but what is Gaelic football?
Oof. How long do we have?
Yeah. Do it in 1 minute.
Yeah. Go. I mean, the easiest way to describe it when you're sitting at a bar is it's like rugby with soccer.
Okay.
That's how I would break
rugby.
it down.
All right. Yeah. And no equipment.
Right.
You
wear a mouth guard, but
okay.
I love when they throw that in. We wear a mouth guard.
We're just worried about our teeth, not our heads.
Exactly.
Yeah, truly.
Yeah.
Okay.
But that's how I would describe it.
Scoring.
I mean, it's got a million different nuances, and exceptions, but the scoring is pretty much set up. You got soccer goals on each side. Mm-hmm. You have a goalie on each side, but then there's field goals above it. Okay. Field goals are 1 point. the soccer goals that are 3 points, and you kind of carry the ball, but you got to dribble it every 3 to 4 steps. And the more I'm going to go on, you're going to get more and more confused. But then you have an option to solo it off your foot because you can't dribble it twice in a row. People can hit you, but not tackle you, right?
Okay.
And
women's are technically not allowed to hit.
I was just going to say that. Yeah,
it's not that physical, so still play. It's like the physicality of soccer.
So, Chloe, why has it grown so much here? What happened, as far as, I know when we first had you all on the radio, like it just, again, just starting.
Keeps evolving.
It really keeps evolving.
Well, I was born into it, so I grew up with it. So honestly,
tell you how young she is.
Hey, honestly, people just started having more children, so we were kind of the first youth group. Sorry, that's just what happened. We were the first
Irish people.
We were the first really big youth group to come through Pittsburgh, and now there's probably 15 of us that have had dads or aunts or uncles or whatever moms play, and now we're all on the men's and now ladies teams. So now it has just grown in from grade schools, word of mouth, and it is just spiraled to be this crazy thing.
And that was one of Michaela. She's so great with our notes. The recruitment piece. What does that look like? Because there's always a need for recruitment, retention. With this kind of growth, how do you recruit people?
Well, you're kind of looking at it, right?
You're the recruitment guy.
Yeah. Well, I mean, we try and be purposeful and steer our, recruitments at certain genres, but really we're trying to just get people out to play a sport.
All ages
range.
All age ranges.
You can start at the youth program. I think they start as young as 6, 8.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. And then you can get involved. I mean, I didn't get involved until I was 25 or 26.
Okay.
I've been doing it for 10
and
years.
to relate it to Yinzers, right? So the football
we can't help
game
ourselves.
The Steelers played in Dublin.
Right.
It was not played in a football stadium. It was
Right.
played in a Gaelic.
Exactly.
Stadium,
Croke Park.
right?
It's one of their famous stadiums right there in Dublin, right in the city.
Right.
And all those dimensions in that stadium is for Gaelic football.
Yes. Yeah.
And they have their Super Bowl. It's called the All Ireland in July every year, and that's where that's played.
Okay.
Yeah.
So they had to, change everything up for that football game.
And Chris, all kidding aside, because as you were explaining the various rules, right? You do learn them quick. It's just like any sport. You're going to learn them very quickly. What else are you getting out of it? Is it the camaraderie, as you said? Is it seeing how much there's got to be something about the growth and watching what you're capable of, right?
Yeah, I say like I said, I grew up with it. This community is insane.
Yeah.
I could literally cry thinking about it. I grew up with these people. They all came. I have a twin sister. They all came to our senior nights. Our whole we had just an entire family. Or I played soccer, she played volleyball, and we just had 40 banshees coming out to cheer us on. And it's just it is so insane, the amount of support. If you're ever going through anything, you ever need anything, this community has your back. And it's we have a lot of fun weddings. But it's just this community is insane. It's just the best thing ever.
Have you guys gone over to play in Ireland?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, twice.
Has Pittsburgh? Do we kick everybody?
How'd we do?
We won again.
There you go.
We were really close to winning. To winning.
Yeah, they were kind of angry at, that's their sport. We're coming over. What are these Americans
The
know?
infidels.
And then we win. They're kind of thrown back.
Nice.
But they still hosted us.
There you go.
And speaking of championships, should we be boasting? There are championships in this
Yeah.
organization.
So we
many, right?
Within our club, we each have
3.
There's 2 ladies teams and 2 men's teams.
Yeah.
Our junior D team won the national championship for their grade level last year. That was huge.
Yeah, congrats.
Once you win, you move up.
Okay.
So now they're in the junior C level, going for another title.
Wow.
We're all going to be seeking a national title. So hopefully we bring up to 4 national championship titles.
I would also like to point out that all 3 teams that we did have at nationals this year made it to the finals.
Yeah.
Now
that's wonderful.
We weren't all as lucky, but all 3 teams that we had there and some other Pittsburgh teams as well.
And I know John has to ask you the question of the day, but before we get there, Pittsburgh is known for their sports, right? And we've asked you this question before, Chloe, but essentially the fact that we have a great baseball team, now we have a great soccer team. You guys are now who people want to come watch. What does that feel like, especially in a place like Pittsburgh that is really known for our sports?
100%. I mean, we're trying to get people out, obviously, and every year I've noticed a bigger group of people, right? The crowd has been growing, and honestly, we've realized we had to find new places to play because of the amount of people showing up.
Where are home games? So
I'm glad you asked. Yeah. So currently we play at Graham Field. It's the Chatham Soccer Stadium.
Oh, okay.
Down right off I think it's the Churchill exit off 376.
Okay.
We have our first home game on June 6th. Huge day of games.
We're
going to have up to 4 games, 2 women's games, 2 men's games going on. So it'll be a full day of games. I will say how we attract people to come out also is free food and booze.
Yeah, I heard that from the audience. The audience knew.
We're a lot of fun.
Do you provide a tutor that say, this is what you're seeing?
Right.
Yeah, we almost need
we
that.
do have commentary. We have a scoreboard. It takes it down, so at least you can look and be like, who's winning?
Yeah. All right, I got you. All right. We would love for you to be able to give the website of where people can go to find out more, but you have to answer our question of the day first. You good?
Yes.
You guys good? Yeah. All right. Our Rohrich Honda question of the day. 400,000 to 500,000 people, so they say, are due to come to Pittsburgh, and it's all about, according to the countdown clock, it's about 7 days away, right, as we're recording this. When the countdown clock is done with its job, what should we do with it?
Oh.
What should it count down to or to count up to? Should it be a time clock for Gaelic football?
It could be a Gaelic football countdown.
Now, if I said
for our
that,
home
you'd
game.
say, why are you giving that away? Okay. Yeah. I mean, seriously, though, you should ask.
Yeah.
That's a good, I don't know.
Okay.
Who do we talk to?
Yeah. How do we?
Small size. Or small.
Actual size.
Actual size. Yeah. They
some people have
created
recommended it's the count up clock to Bucktober for the Pirates.
Oh,
So,
fun.
There you go.
Because they will be.
They
will be
All
there.
right, where does everybody find? We invite everybody to one of your games to that light blue camera.
Absolutely. So you can find us and all of our information on PittsburghGAA.com. We have all of our events, our game schedules up there, and also our first home game is June 6th. It will be all day at the Graham Field. So come check us out. Free food and booze.
Boom.
And we're a lot of fun.
I had no doubt.
We're just a lot of fun.
Yeah, it
We
is
know.
John
Honestly,
and Rachel.
we're just fun.
Jagoff late night.
It is John and Rachel, and let's get ready to taste the draft.
On April 22nd, head over to the Tower at PNC Plaza for an unforgettable night of food, football, selfies, swag, and giving back. It's hosted by Chef Andrew Zimmern. Plus, meet some Steeler greats, some NFL legends, enjoy some wine, cocktails.
And it is all for a great cause, helping Gen Youth fight student hunger and, of course, keeping kids active.
Get your tickets now at tasteofthenfl.com.
It is John and Rachel. Welcome back to your Jagoff Late Night. You know it's my favorite segment. It's Game Show on the Go, and we are going to chat with our friends from CityCast, and we are going to talk to all of our other friends via a game show. So if you know CityCast, then you know, one, John and Rachel are a fan of their amazing newsletter. So welcome, Mallory and Megan. Talk to us a little bit about CityCast. If somebody doesn't know about CityCast, what would you tell them in an elevator pitch? Mallory, you're taking it, I see.
Yes, so we are a daily podcast and newsletter to help people feel more connected to Pittsburgh, engage with Pittsburgh. We cover everything from like the latest city council debate to a debate over whether you can actually get a good bagel in the city of Pittsburgh and where you might be able to do that. So if you want to learn about how to get involved in the community and take advantage of it and know what you need to know about the city, that's what we aim to do.
Yeah, Megan, pretty well done, don't you think?
Yeah.
Yes.
It's almost like she does this for a living.
It's almost like she does it for a living. And as I said, I'm a huge, huge fan. Obviously, I've listened. I specifically listen. I tell Megan this. I'm not caught up in the last, week.
We'll forgive you. It's
but
fine.
I look, and I love looking at your newsletter. I get it delivered every day, and I love seeing the things that you're tackling. I love the neighborhood pieces. What is something that you love to cover, Megan?
Oh my gosh, we do a food and drink segment at least once a week, a week, just because, like,
have you heard of Sugarbird?
John and Rachel, we really like to eat as part of our jobs.
Yes.
We like to talk about Pittsburgh sports, but like the kind of things that you need to know, we're not DVE, but like that you need to know to be able to functionally exist in the city of Pittsburgh, because that is like a bare minimum.
Sure.
But then also like the why the politics part matters to you day to day, because we all pay our taxes, and it's nice when those go to things we like.
Yeah. John, any questions from your side?
Since you're podcasters, fellow podcasters, what's each of your favorite podcasts to listen to? Whether it's news, whether it's entertainment, do you have a favorite?
The one we listen to?
Yeah.
Well, you Jagoff, obviously.
Oh, well done, well. All right, you get the chicken sandwich. You get to yeah. No, do you really have a favorite, like you know, entertainment wise, anything like that? Yeah. What's your?
I mean, I'm an NPR nerd, so I really love anything that our local WESA does. But for national stuff, Today Explained, their sound design is elite.
All right.
And I would say one of my favorites recently is Normal Gossip, where they share anonymized gossip about like really low stakes but hilarious things. And so if anyone has good Pittsburgh gossip,
there you go. All right. And if I'll give my pitch, the economics of everyday things, it's like 10 minutes long, so it's very good.
All right. And before we get to the game show, we just want you guys to let everybody know about the fact you have a membership drive that's going on. So talk a little bit about that.
Yeah, so we, as part of what we do, our outlet, City Gas Pittsburgh, is an experiment. We're trying to help people feel connected, but we do need members and other people like that to keep us going. So we offer things like events and things that you can hang out with us, swag like a parking chair hat, stuff like that. And that's also ad-free listening on our podcast. We do bonus segments for members, things like that. So for, I believe it's $10 a month or $100 a year, you can sign up to be a CityCast Pittsburgh neighbor. That's our membership program. We like to encourage people to join the neighborhood. So,
love it.
But you can always find more at pittsburgh.citycast.fm.
Well, that's what I was going to get wherever you get your podcast, but also you can go right to the website to get everything, right?
Yep.
All right, cool. All right, so are you guys going to play our game? You want to officiate it? I think you're going to play our game, right?
I don't think you're giving me a choice, John.
Yeah.
You just gave.
I had to just make sure that we were accommodating.
No,
you really
just
don't have
gave
a choice.
me mischief eyes.
Right.
I know where this is
so
going.
This is a game where we give you guys lists of things we either did or did not do, and then you have to decide whether John and Rachel did or did not do that. All right? And so we're going to keep points. So do you want to go with the questions, and I'll try to keep points?
Sure, however you want to do this. So because CityCast is so known for their lists, and actually we will be introducing the fact that they're going to come on monthly on KDK Radio with us to give lists. Like, everybody loves a little rundown. Mm-hmm. So these are it, and each of you groups have to tell us which is true, okay? So you're going to weigh in. Are you all ready?
Yep.
All right, list number 1. John and Rachel have interviewed Cyril Wecht. John and Rachel have highlighted the Friendship neighborhood. Rachel has played rugby. Okay, so that's one list. Okay, so you guys have to tell me if it's true or not true. Actually, wait, I came up with a really dorky. It's one list. That's a list. Is it true? Yeah. So I'm calling this true list or plot twist, because I can't help myself but be a little bit of a dorky themer because I'm turning 50. I can't help it. So what do you think? True or false?
True.
Okay, ladies.
True.
Okay, friends.
True.
Okay, good job. They all got one. Yes, that is true.
That was too
All
specific,
true.
Rachel.
Well, they're all kind of like that. Wow.
Rugby,
Okay.
like, I don't know.
I mean, have I told you that I played rugby before? That's on my bingo card. If my family's
It's an
watching,
easy
they will be like,
transition.
"This is
You can play Gaelic now.
Oh, I played rugby at UPJ when I was 20, so I don't know, but we'll see. All right, list number 2. Would you like to read it?
Sure. Okay. All right. John and Rachel have interviewed Art Rooney. John and Rachel have highlighted Bakery Square. John plays deck hockey for an over 40 league.
And now they get to deliberate. Let's see what they think. Monica and Michaela are deliberating on this as well. Let's start with our musicians. Is that true or false?
True.
Okay. Ladies?
False.
Okay.
False.
Why do you think it's false?
Because I don't think y'all are old enough to have interviewed Art.
That's what I was thinking too.
Guys, nice try. I know, right? We did not. It's false. All 3 are false. So anything in the list, they're all true or they're all false. So none
Did
of
you
it.
ever play
We
deck
have
hockey?
never We have never highlighted Bakery Square. We've been there, but we've never highlighted Bakery Square, so that's on our list.
So who got what points here then?
They're the only ones who didn't, the musicians.
Okay, all right. So it's 2, 2, 1.
All right. Next list. All right. John and Rachel have interviewed Stanley from The Office. John and Rachel have highlighted Harrisburg as an area. John and Rachel pack tuna for their lunches every day. So interesting. I made sure that these are things that could or could not be true based on, I'm good at these lists, John. What do you think?
Sure.
All right.
False. There's no way.
Gaelic, what are we thinking?
False.
Okay. Ladies?
We're split.
Oh.
It's too
Are we
specific.
skipping? We'll go to the musicians.
True.
False. We're going to go false because
Okay.
we eat at Sugar Bread.
That was good. Ladies.
False.
Okay. You all said false?
Jumped on the band.
Very true. Yes, right. It's all false. You're all correct. Yes, that is very, very false. And the reason I did it was we just interviewed Todd Packer from The Office. So I was like, maybe it would throw people off that we just interviewed him.
I just know you like to go out to eat for lunch.
So, no, listen, we pack our lunches every day. It's just not tuna. John gets mad because I bring a tuna packet and he says, who eats that? Me. So it's not every day either, though. The mercury's a little high. All right.
So where it's 3, 3, 2,
Yes.
right?
Good. You do the last one.
Okay. Oh. All right. Thank you.
No worries.
Right after 3. It's so easy. All right.
He's good. He's really smart.
JNR have emceed Picklesburg Pickle Launching Contest. JNR have never been to Randyland. And John is not a fan of the Big Mac.
Is it a plot twist? Or
I feel like it could be true just because.
is it a true list or a plot twist? It looks like you ladies, you have a decision.
We're going to go with true.
True? Okay.
True.
Okay. Guys.
False.
These are the winners.
Well, it ends up as a tie.
Now it's tied.
It's a 3-way tie. All right, so we're gonna. All right, so the band members. The band. I love the Big Mac. Yes, I love the Big
Randyland.
Mac.
Who hasn't
All right.
been there, right?
What's that?
Who hasn't been to Randyland?
Yeah,
It's
right.
nice.
All right, so it's 3-3-3. You guys. Well, we have 1 minute remaining in the period. 1 minute. All right, so.
You're gonna get it.
Huh? What's that? All right, so. Let's go with. All right. If you were going, it's draft week. It is draft week. If you were going to draft either John or Rachel to be on the steak eating team, who would you draft? Steak eating, yes.
Going with you. Likes the
Going with me?
No. He didn't agree.
really?
Oh, she eats tuna for lunch.
I love the deliberations.
I think we go John.
I go John.
You going, John?
We'll just keep it interesting. Rachel.
Yeah.
All right, it is John. It is John because Rachel does not eat red meat, as she will
I
tell you on
do.
every third podcast. Right. Nice. All right. So basically, it's still tied.
Yeah.
One last question. All right. If you were going to draft somebody to be on your music trivia team, who would it be?
Rachel.
Definitely Rachel.
Rachel.
You're all winners. You're
Yeah. Listen, we really appreciate it. We're going to go back and hear this band next. It's John and Rachel. I almost said it. It's John and Rachel and Jag Off Late Night.
I just feel like everyone should have a therapist. Not your best friend, not your mom, not your cousin, sister, aunt.
The joke in OB-GYN, I hate to say it, is like the longer your birth plan, the longer your C-section scar. Like, it's not gonna go well for you.
Yeah. I'm okay.
You two ladies, don't tell me you're okay.
No, I actually have a very strong opinion on this. Okay, I answered this question multiple times in the past few days. My family knows that I hate tomatoes.
Oh, nice. Okay. It is John and Rachel back to you, Jag Off Late Night. And always a part of our podcast since it ever first started is original music, local music. And we appreciate the guys from Noble Hops being here.
So glad. And listen, they've been here since noon. They're tailgating, we understand.
Yeah.
So cheers. I mean, this is fantastic.
We have the cooler in the back of the truck. So.
Gotcha.
Well done.
Well, we appreciate you guys coming on. Tell us a little bit about your music. What don't we know? Where do you perform? All that good stuff.
Yeah, we appreciate you having us on.
Absolutely.
Sure. We're pretty much what we consider just a straight up American rock and roll band, but we have some what we'd call Americana and alt country grit to what we do as well.
Okay.
And we play pretty much in a 3-hour, distance from Pittsburgh, going east, west, and north. But we're still trying to go down south a little bit.
Okay. All Pittsburghers, though?
We're all from around the Pittsburgh area, all the way from Elizabeth Township up to Butler.
Okay. Wow, that's cool. Where's rehearsal place? Since you're so
up near Butler.
Up near Butler. Okay.
So I have that. I live in near Bridgeville, so I have that nice hour and 10-minute commute.
Oh my gosh!
Each way.
Yes.
So you're dedicated to the cause.
Yes.
And our drummer's laughing because he's from Elizabeth Township. He's like hour and 10 minutes.
How long have you guys been doing this together?
We've been at it for about 5 years now. 4 or 5 years.
Okay.
We got together after a friend of ours had passed away, and we spent a year playing his music out because he was a great songwriter here in the Pittsburgh area.
Okay.
So we spent a year doing that, and then I had a bunch of tunes laying around, and we're just like, let's he left his music behind.
Okay.
And I'm like, we still have that. I need to get on that, and so we've been doing that.
So you're all about original music,
story.
right?
Yes. Yeah, absolutely.
Now, but if you have to play one cover tune,
you can't help yourself.
What would you pick?
You asked
Oh, geez, that's putting me on the spot.
You would get 4 different opinions.
Is that right?
Yeah.
Oh,
Right.
wow.
Yeah.
Put it up for a vote, huh? All right. Well, we won't make you do that.
Yeah. And no karaoke, correct?
No.
Like you're not.
Free bird.
No,
Oh my-
don't do it. Don't do it.
Every
I'm done.
All right, this interview's over.
What are some places that you like performing? We always talk about how we've loved watching Pittsburgh go through this ebbs and flows scenario of it not having a lot of places to perform, but now places like coffee shops and wineries are really opening up for the music scene.
Well, and really the breweries too, and we're
Yeah,
named
right.
after beer making.
Yeah,
Noble
you're like, don't
hops.
forget the beer rates.
And,
Yeah.
but we really love festivals.
Okay.
Probably more than anything because we really get a chance to showcase our own brand of stuff and places that allow it. Like I heard you're going to be playing at Jurgles tomorrow, and
Catch me there tomorrow.
Well,
How's that for a plug?
and we get the honor for sharing the stage with Nazareth coming up on May 21st at Jurgles as well, and we've done
Hair of the Dog, Love Hurts.
a few shows there ourselves.
John knows one song. Do we know this? Like he never gets.
I'm the only one old enough other than.
That's why we didn't pick you for the music trivia. So you know.
Rachel could sing music trivia like a champ.
But that's wonderful. I think that's so cool, and I love that you love live music, that you love to be at festivals and things like that, because that's where everybody wants to be, especially as the weather breaks.
Yes.
Where can everybody find out more information about you and where you're performing? Do you have a website?
Yeah, Noble Hops Music, and everything pretty much runs under that handle. So on Facebook, and we just recently got an Instagram because we're new.
Insta. You even said it right. And then you said Graham, but that's okay. You still got it.
Do you leave the Graham off? Is that what the kids do?
Yeah, I mean, the kids, us youngsters.
And then they go clock it.
Yeah. All right, I'll make this end. Now we're going to check out what Channing has going on with the 412 Do's, and then we get to hear these guys sing next. You Jagoff Late Night.
Hey everyone, it's Channing back again with the 412 Do's on your Jagoff Late Night, and Draft Week is officially next week. I can't believe it's finally here. We've all been highly anticipating this huge event to come to our city of Pittsburgh. And hey, if you need an itinerary of where to go around the city and celebrate the draft coming to Pittsburgh, Patron has you covered. So I'm bringing you Patron's draft happenings around the city. Let's get right into it. First up is the Patron Experience at Cease and Desist. This is an exclusive speakeasy behind the Warren right downtown. They'll have high-end cocktails and specialty draft swag all week, taking place from 4 p.m. to 2 a.m. Next is the Renaissance is actually taking over the Heinz Hall Garden for a very fun outdoor experience with Patron cocktails, food, DJs. There'll be more specialty swag, and of course some giveaways. Also be a magazine photo op moment where you can pose and be on the cover of a magazine that's taking place in the Renaissance lobby. This is all happening from 3 p.m. to 7 p.m. And if you and your crew are looking for more of a club destination for draft weekend, Cavo in the Strip District will be having aerial dancers, sports themed attire, bottle package specials. So Cavo is your spot to participate in some nightlife. Eon in Homestead is hosting That's My Jam. This is sponsored by Patron, and there will be a very special guest possibly performing at Eon. It has not been announced yet. I may or may not know who it is, But let me tell you, stay tuned for that announcement because you won't want to miss who this special guest is. And Patron also has photo op moments set up all around the North Shore. Tequila Cowboy has a 360 photo booth. Jason Aldean's has a roaming photo booth where the camera will come right to you. So I hope this itinerary helped you make some plans for draft week and to celebrate this iconic event coming to Pittsburgh. A big shout out to Patron for putting together these exclusive events. Make sure you hit up a few of their happenings to get their draft swag and participate in some of their giveaways. But that's all I have for you for the 4-1 to-dos this week. I hope you all enjoyed draft week. Thank you again for tuning in to your Jagoff Late Night, and I'll see you soon. Bye.
Hey, we're the Noble Hops, and this is our brand new song, Music Man. I didn't sell my soul for rock and roll, but it came my way alive. Empty bars, beat up guitars, a handful of ex-wives. I play for tips and draft beer chips, hell, sometimes even for free. Sing what I please, I keep off my knees, I keep it me for me. Road's been long, I call it my home, and I wouldn't change a thing. It's got me by, I'll go till I die, just love to play and sing. You might think I'm a foolish man, but you just don't understand. It's in my blood, it runs through my veins, it's what makes me a music man. Music man, playing across the land. Music man, that's what I am. Music man, a guitar in my hand. Music man, that's what I am. And as I plug my guitar in and put the pick to my strings, eyes turn towards the stage as I begin to sing. As the lights slowly fade away, I drive off into a brand new day. One thing you can bet your ass is I've done it my own way. Looking back on the life I've lived, and I haven't any regret. I've done my time, I've paid my dues, I've settled all my debts. The time will come and I'll be gone, but my songs, they will live on. In empty bars, I beat up guitars, new legends, they will spawn. Music man, playing across the land. Music man, that's what I am. Music man, a guitar in my hand. Music man, that's what I am. Music man, that's what I am. Yeah, music man, that's what I am. Yeah, music man, that's what I am.
You guys, this was amazing. Please support local music. Follow them. That was fantastic, guys. And you have your own step and repeat. Thank you so much to our friends at CityCast. Thank you so much to our Pittsburgh Gaelic Athletic Association. And thanks to Herky Pollock. I mean, Sugarbird doesn't get any better. Make sure you support local, and we'll see you next week. Have a great week.